How's it going, YouTube? I thought today I would do a little quick review on Ryan Preece's 2019 Kroger Diecast. Both just recently came out. I got the 64 and a couple days ago and the 24 today. Ryan Preece is my favorite driver now, as I made him that this year. He's a great guy. I definitely see a big future in him. So these are his first. This is his first Cup car produced. As his Xfinity wins have been produced before, but thought I would go through them. I got the 64 here, but I'll go ahead and put that out of the way since it's the same decals and whatnot. So here's the 124. First things first is the paint scheme is the best paint scheme by far in 2019. I mean, I remember when they announced it back in January, and I was just like, wow, like that's unbelievable. I remember there was another scheme that was going to be used. It had like a tan rooftop and was just kind of blue and white, and I remember a lot of people were raged out by that. It was pretty ugly. I didn't hate it that much, but man, that scheme has nothing on this. But anyways, here's the diecast. I mean, it looks really good. Lionel did a fantastic job with it. The decals are perfect. Everything's perfect on it. The roof flaps. The roof flaps do open. I'm not going to try and go into it. And the hood opens, but you got to kind of put some force into it. The trunk does not open, unfortunately, which I wish it did. I remember when, every diecast, the trunk would open. That was always something cool. But just take a look at the scheme. I mean, Kroger, the Chevy Camaro, everything looks pretty good on point. I can't really focus it that well, but you get the idea. You see that this car run every week. JTG has really upped their game this year. I mean, Chris Buescher has done amazing. He's really on fire, and I think Ryan Preece will get there. I think it's going to take a while. Remember, he is a rookie. Most of these tracks he's never ran in Cup. I know he's ran a few at the end of the season, like back in 2015, but I definitely think by next year, Buescher and Preece are going to have it all made. Okay, so pretty much on the side, it's pretty much an American flag type of paint scheme. Like here's the star, and then the stripes and whatnot, which is just really amazing about it. It's one of the best paint schemes in years. I mean, got the sponsors, Monster. Then he's had so many different sponsors on the side of the car right here. I mean, this is pretty much the ones he had in Daytona and Atlanta, I believe. Breyers, Velveeta, Tide, and Cheez-Its. He still has them, but in the last number of weeks, he's had different sponsors throughout. I still believe JTG is probably the most sponsored team in NASCAR with all the sponsors they have, but Breyers, Velveeta, Tide, Cheez-Its. He's also had Clorox on the side, but everything just looks on point. There's no scratch, no nothing. Nothing's off balance. You go to the back, got his name on the windshield, Preece. Got some more sponsors. You got Bush Beans and Clorox, Pringles, Energizer, Cheerios, Degree, Kleenex, Tyson, etc., etc. Got the rookie stripe. I believe Preece is in second in rookie standings this year. I hope that changes. Can't really say much back as Daniel Hemrick has done really good. I mean, he's getting there too. I do believe Daniel Hemrick's a better driver than Austin Dillon. That's not even a question. Back to this side, everything's just well detailed on it. I mean, it just looks amazing. I'm glad that this finally came out. I've waited all summer for it. If only this back piece opened, but yeah, everything's just on point. I mean, major props to Lionel. They've been kind of inconsistent, but they're getting better. I can't wait for hopefully one day we have a winner sticker right there. See him get a win at Talladega or something. Here's the 164, which is the same thing. When I got it, there was a little scratch on the Breyers logo. I was a little upset about that, but I was like, you know what, I'm getting the 124. It doesn't matter. The only thing with the 164 is the spoiler, because Lionel, they're cheap and they don't want to make a new mold. Obviously, this is the 2018 spoiler. And now this year it's bigger. I feel like on past 124s, Lionel's gotten the spoiler wrong, because I know on my Tony Stewart Sonoma win, the spoiler's kind of big, and they didn't run a big spoiler that year. They ran a small spoiler, but all in all, at least we have diecast, and it all looks good. This is hands down the best paint scheme that's been on track all year long. I was also a fan of the scheme he ran in Sonoma in the K&N race, which was a Clorox car, which should have won the race. But I know for a fact his Louisiana hot sauce car is going to get made, the number 8 car. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be made in the 124 as well, so this will be another 2. The only other Preece car I have is his Bristol one, but this tops it, From being a Tony Stewart fan, watching him in 02 and whatnot, and then here we are years later, I got another driver, and here's his first Cup car. So Ryan Preece definitely has a good future. I think by next year he's gonna be running top 15, and then I think Busher is gonna always be running better. I think Busher's getting the best equipment there because how much longer he's been around. Busher deserves it because he kind of got rushed up and whatnot, and he's a proven champion. But all in all, this is a very great die because I haven't even checked the DIN. Let's see what DIN I got. What is that? You can't really see it, but it's DIN 89. I don't pay attention to DINs, but I thought I would check it out right there. It's DIN 89. Can't really tell. There you go, DIN 89. But just got to work on finding a spot for this. But all in all, it's a great one. I recommend it highly for anybody that's a diecast collector, and definitely if you're a Ryan Preece fan, I recommend this because it's a perfect 10 in my opinion. But anyways, if you like this video, shoot a like, and feel free to check out my diecast page, diecast and autographs. It's JML_diecast_graphs on the gram. So thanks for watching, and go Ryan.